Mahatma Gandhi said, "There are several things that will destroy us: wealth without work, pleasure without conscience, knowledge without character, religion without sacrifice, politics without principle, science without humanity, and business without ethics." Integrity is the ability to act with honesty and be consistent with whatever it is you are doing. Sometimes we have the misconception of what integrity really means. I've honestly always thought it just meant doing the right thing when no one is watching. Perhaps the most important principle of leadership is dependent on integrity because it demands such truthfulness and honesty. Throughout this presentation, I will preview several points as to why integrity is important and what it has to do with success. First, I'll describe what integrity is and why it's important. Second, I'll discuss integrity in business, specifically business integrity, and how exactly it translates into success. Third, I'll examine the true mark of leadership and what this has to do with integrity. Now, like I said earlier, integrity is the ability to act with honesty and be consistent in whatever it is you're doing based on the particular moral value or belief compass you may have. If we browse through the mission statements of most companies, we'll most likely notice at least one statement about integrity. Now, while I did some research on examples of mission statements and code of ethics for most companies, for some big ones to say, I came across several examples of what I found. For example, quote, "We act with integrity in all we do," end quote. Another, "We hold honesty and integrity as our guiding principles." "We are proud of the integrity, sincerity, and transparency our employees demonstrate every day." You get the idea. All very honorable statements. But why exactly is business integrity so important? According to the Small Business blog, business integrity and reputation is something that is built up over many years, but it can also be destroyed incredibly quick with one bad decision or half-truth. There were several questions posed in the article. How important is business integrity to your business? Would you risk your business integrity for a deadline, media coverage, or to pull in a new customer? How about the people that work for you? What would they do? With the rise of technology comes the rise of greater transparency. According to an article written by FreshBooks Cloud Accounting, businesses who fail to be transparent in their dealings with the public found themselves getting reamed on the web. According to a business article on entrepreneur.com, leaders know that honesty and integrity are the foundations of leadership. Leaders stand up for what they believe in. John Huntsman Sr. is a multi-billionaire who started a chemical company from scratch and grew it into a $12 billion enterprise. He wrote a book called Winners Never Cheat and filled it with his own personal experiences in which he steadfastly refused to compromise his principles. Huntsman says that integrity is the reason that he has been as successful as he is today. He also said, quote, "There are no moral shortcuts in the game of business or life. There are basically three kinds of people: the unsuccessful, the temporarily successful, and those who become and remain successful. The difference is character." Jack Welch, CEO of General Electric, is a firm believer that if you're afraid of keeping promises, then, as he says it, you don't have the guts to be an effective leader. He also said that if you're one of these leaders, you'll be the kind of leader that says just what the crowd wants to. You'll be a people pleaser, as Jack says it. Now, there was once a CEO of a major company who was looking for a replacement CEO. He called everyone in his department to a meeting and let them know exactly what was going on. During the meeting, he informed them all that in exactly 1 year, he'd call them back together, they'd have another meeting, and he would choose his new CEO then. He gave every employee a single seed and encouraged them to take it home and plant it. In exactly 1 year, when he would call everyone back to work for that meeting, he would instruct them to bring their plant to work. And from what he observed, the CEO would then choose a new CEO or replacement based on what he saw. A particular man took the seed home and told his wife all about it. She helped him gather soil and plant the seed. They took care of it daily. Days, then months passed by, and nothing had sprouted from the little plot. The man and his wife were very confused and pretty disappointed because they never once failed to water, tend, and care for the plant. The year ended and it was time for all the employees to bring in what they had grown. The man was hesitant because he knew he would be embarrassed if he brought in an empty pot. With encouragement from his wife to just be honest and do the right thing, the man brought in his plant to work. When he walked through the office doors, he saw plants of all shapes and sizes. People laughed at his pathetic little pot. The CEO called everyone into the meeting and glanced out at the pots everyone so proudly displayed. He even chuckled a little. He then smiled as he saw this young man in his empty pot. He called him up to the front of the room and explained that 1 year ago he'd given everyone a boiled seed, so nothing should have grown. Yet here you have all these people with these awesome, beautiful plants and this man with an empty pot. Now, because of the integrity of the man with the empty pot, he was appointed to be the company's next CEO. Why? Because he not only believed in, but he demonstrated what integrity really is, what business integrity really is. With a sense of business integrity, not only can you avoid potential legal and ethical issues associated with running a business dishonestly, but you also have the opportunity to set a standard of excellence and lead by way of example in your industry. According to a recent article published with AZ Central, a USA Today network, there are 4 main advantages of business integrity. The first being positive reputation in your industry and in your local business community. Next, it's loyal customers. Now, no one wants to knowingly do business with a company that has a bad reputation or has been caught in lies. Sometimes the best advertising can actually be through good word of mouth. Next, we have ethical employees. And these are employees that share your business ethics and are often the ones that share your business ethics are often going to be very quality employees, very valuable to the company. That is, if you and they live and follow the company's code of ethics and mission statements. The next one is advanced earning potential. There's always going to be a potential for increased earnings with a company that has ethical employees and a stellar reputation. While business integrity has its perks in regards to the company as a whole, it's also very beneficial for individuals. Perhaps the most important principle of leadership is dependent on integrity because it demands such truthfulness and honesty. Now, let's talk about the true mark of leadership. There should be no exceptions to honesty and integrity. Integrity is a state of mind and not situational like we sometimes think it is. Employers and employees can display integrity in the workplace through leading by example. Leading by example improves personal awareness, sensitivity to others, and accountability, which are all necessary for ethical behavior and integrity. Integrity in business is a choice. Victor COMM once said, "As an entrepreneur, a reputation for integrity is your most valuable commodity. If you try to put something over someone, it will come back to haunt you." What does business integrity look like to you? Do you have it?